What if I told you that there is a perfect data-driven exercise plan that will 100% get you towards your goals? Sounds perfect, doesn't it? Well, it already exists. Tools like ChatGPT that you can have a good conversation with and actually get a solid plan to follow through on your fitness goals and ambitions. And it goes a little bit beyond that, but in this video I want to speak specifically about the fitness goals and AI and whether it will take personal trainers like myself out of the job. But as everything, it starts better with a funny story. So going back to one of the conversations that I had with my client, he's in a very high position in a biotech company, and we've been talking about AI and threats of jobs and things like that. And we came to a funny conclusion. Gleb was saying to me, look, you don't have to worry because you work directly with people. So you connect to people and things like that. But he was like, for us, it will invent some new molecules and things like that for medical industry, so people like Gleb may lose the job. But you know what's funny? I turned around and looked at Gleb. I was like, look, are you forgetting who's paying me? Because at the end of the day, if people will be losing jobs to AI, mostly white-collar workers, office-based jobs, and generally information jobs, then these are main personal training clients, people who are sedentary, they're not very active due to nature of their job, then they start seeking for personal training services due to whatever reason. Some want to lose weight, some want to get stronger, some want to feel a lot more independent in their later life. But at the end of the day, like, AI is not directly threatening the personal training job. However, we can start losing clients because some of the people at the higher income, if they're losing jobs to AI, us personal trainers will have less clients, so there will be less kind of people to help with their weight loss journeys and whatever goals they have. So I don't think that AI will directly kind of replace personal trainers, but I think there is some evidence that it can reduce how many clients we can get indirectly due to it affecting other industries. Now, but when it comes to programs, I'm sure that ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini, it can create quite a solid plan at this point. I think that its programming capabilities is probably better than average trainers and probably better than mine's, because if you think about it, it has access to all the information on the internet and it can reason quite well, select from science-based methods of what has proven to work for individuals when it comes to like fitness, weight loss, and things like that. Now, we got all the people sharing their knowledge. That's people who I'm learning from, like Lane Norton, Mike Israetels, and many others. So they're sharing that information and AI can process that. So can create very good meal plans and very good training plans. However, I don't think that lack of plans is the main reason why people come to personal trainers. I think number one reason why people are using personal training services is actually accountability. Because look, if you have a plan in your calendar or your app, it's just easy to swipe it down, delete it, forget it, ignore it, don't see it, put the phone down, and you completely forget about it. But when you know that you have an appointment with someone at a certain time in the day, and that person will be there for you, and you're losing money if you're not attending that, or you're wasting the money that you spend, now the stakes are a lot higher than just asking ChatGPT to create a plan for you. So I think just having that appointment physically with someone is going a lot further than picking up any plan from the phone or whatever. And look, information or programming is not necessarily a problem. Like, you're watching me talking on YouTube. There is plenty of other people who's been creating workout routines, explaining the programming, explaining how to eat well, how to lose weight, and everything in between. So there is hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of videos that are already helping people with their fitness goals. But yet, I think there's the most personal trainers that there was ever existed on the planet. So having information on how to train is not necessarily a problem. I think accountability plays a massive role, and when you have meetings with someone on a regular basis and you know they will ask you how well you've been eating, like how much you've been walking, have you been sleeping, like when you know someone's keeping you accountable, you're more likely to stick to it. Look, I'm no different. I'm paying for business mentors because if I'm paying more attention to their teachings. So I am more likely to listen to the person that I paid £500 for some business coaching than a random guy on YouTube giving me the same advice, because when you pay for something, it feels a little bit more real, and I don't know how to explain that. But if you know that you will get a call, I used to have a call with my mentor like once a month, and I used to get a bit of a kick in the butt, and that would always be beneficial for me because it would help me to step out of my comfort zone. And same thing with hiring a coach for training and exercise. It's no different. You get a little bit of a kick in the bum when you're a bit too comfortable or you don't want to push yourself. And then when you feel like giving up on your diet, you get a little bit of extra motivation why you're doing that, reminding you why you're working towards these goals. So I think personal training is a little bit more than just having a program. I think we build up friendships, you connect with people very well. I love all my clients and I love working with them, and I would probably love spending time outside the gym with them. However, I don't think any of my clients would like to spend their free time with their coach because they would feel guilty whatever they're putting in their mouth. But that's just normal as humans. And the thing is, you don't necessarily build as deep of a connection with ChatGPT as you do with person in person. So that helps with accountability. It helps with showing up more frequently. And, like whatever motivational speech you will get from ChatGPT will never be the same as having a conversation with a person. But I don't know, maybe that's just me and I might be wrong. So you let me know down in the comments what you think, whether AI will take job from personal trainers or it will affect this industry in any different way. However, I personally think it's a good thing to have ChatGPT and tools like that because it makes information more accessible, and barrier to enter into business for me has been lowered because I have tools like that to help me. So if it lowers a barrier for someone to get into fitness, then why not? It's a brilliant tool. Now, let me know down in the comments what you think about all these tools, and let's find out, let's have a discussion. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you will enjoy this one. See you in the next one.